Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Michael Fridjhon, the whole Trophy Wine Show team for giving me the opportunity to be part of the judging panel again this year. I've been a senior judge for the past, since 2019. And I'm always fascinated with how the show is growing each and every year, and also fascinated about the whole different type of judges that I'm always meeting every year as well. It's really an honor to meet Jancis this year. It was lovely judging with N. And also Benjamin, I actually judged with Benjamin in 2019. And funny enough, we judged the same class in 2019, Chenin Blanc and some Camp Vintage as well. And this year again, day one, I was part of the Chenin Blanc, Camp Vintage, and dessert wines. And Chenin Blanc is always a very strong class in this country. I think we make some really good Chenin Blancs. And also what's very impressive is that we actually always manage to find a museum class, Chenin Blanc, which always it gives us a little bit of attention as well, and it's always quite clean, fresh, which tells you something that we should be also drinking a little bit older style of Chenin Blanc, and shows you that most of our Chenin Blancs have enough acidity to go a long way as well. And the natural sweet and the fortified wines. Look, also again, I think it's a very strong class in this country as well. For me, the question is, what are we doing around that class? Because it's a declining category at the moment, and we actually noticed that we actually had a few fortified wines compared to the previous years. But we still managed to dig deep and also pick a gold in the Camp Vintage, as well as another gold in the dessert wine, which was a Noble Late. Also again, very clean, very fresh, and very well balanced with lovely sweetness and beautiful acidity as well. But again, we need to think out of the box in terms of how can we actually grow this category, because we've got huge opportunities in this country to grow that. But I know it's most probably the culture. We normally don't think about dessert wine at the end of the evening in this country, and I think the restaurant business and the sommeliers, it's their opportunity now to introduce that. But at the same time, a lot of people are still watching the sugar and the calories, in terms of whatever that they're drinking. And then day two was a little bit tough. We judged white blends, other white blends, niche whites, Mellow and Cabernet Franc. Mellow, we actually had to dig very deep. I remember Anne was looking a little bit tired when we were judging the Mellow. But look, what's always fascinating about the show is that we give everybody a chance. If we feel like a certain class of Mellow doesn't taste right, or you're not picking enough on the nose, we always call back another bottle, or we always call back the same bottle and see if we can pick up something different as well. But I must say, very impressed with our Cabernet Franc. I think we are making such a beautiful Cabernet Franc in this country. And then day three, very exciting. When I walked into the room, it was 76 Cabernet Sauvignons, the whole day. And also when Michael Fridjhon said to me, "You're actually judging with Jancis and JD," I was a little bit worried there. Am I gonna be all over the place, judging with the winemaker and also judging with MW? It was my first time judging with MW. So again, thank you for the opportunity, and also thank you very much for sharing the knowledge as well. And JD is such a very well organized class chairman, I must say. And the Cabernet Sauvignon was very strong. We managed to actually pull quite a lot of silvers this year, and I've judged Cabernet Sauvignon before, and gold as well, which I think what was fascinating as well is that some of those Cabernet Sauvignons that we pulled were very young, and we also pulled one museum, which was a 2018, it was still clean, very fresh, very well-rounded, not too oaky, with lovely acidity. Again, thank you very much, Michael, and the whole judging team and the Trophy Wine Show team. Thank you.